So this is the part where we cue you to start talking.
Where we talk about how it's episode 3 of the Sofa Honeys podcast.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Welcome
Funny you bring that
in.
up. That's my favorite episode.
Dude, that's crazy. Episode
Honestly,
3
it's got to be top 3 for me.
Top 3 at least.
It's got to be.
At least. Anyways, I'm Chasey the Goose Goose, and we have Scotty Big Body, Biscotti Jennings, obviously at that Goose Gary, and then we have Sawyer, who never casts his line, Fisher, and then we have Joe, of course.
Shout out.
A couple things before we start, just for purposes. No honey today. These things happen. It is the also for No Honeys podcast anyways. And also, we have no other cameras because we're not going to get into it.
Listen.
Anyways, technical reasons. So this is just the one that we listening in. If you just listen, we love you. But if you watch, it is a better viewing experience. We just talked about that. And we just want to let
Joe, how are those sun chips?
They were amazing.
I just have to ask.
Joe was absolutely getting after some sunshine.
First on
There's
take.
no more
What were they?
sun chips.
What were they again?
Garden salsa.
Garden salsa, which
The best. And anybody who disagrees
The goat of sun
had a
chips.
recent
S
lobotomy.
tier. S tier. A recent.
All right, you put me in a bit of a predicament here.
Lobotomy.
You put
Not
me in.
lobotomy. That's a different thing.
Gary says
What
that's
did you
not
say?
good.
Lobotomy?
Lobotomy.
Gary
All
hates
right,
this
ladies
Gary
and
loves it.
gentlemen.
All right, anyways. So today, we're going to be mixing up the order as we do. And we're going to send it to a man who does a lot of research in his free time. A man who not only hates to fish, but never does it. A man who spends his hours looking at obscene things on the internet. I'm just kidding. It's really not that bad. Anyways, as the man pets Gary, we're going to go over to Sawyer, the man who never casts his line, to show us what is the unsearchable topic of the day.
Thank you for the intro. The last part was really weird, but anyways, we're gonna move on from that.
I was kidding.
So we're talking a level of technology today.
Oh.
And I came across this technology that it was an attachment to the legs, attached at the waist, goes down to your legs, and it becomes like a base to your feet. And the idea of it is that there's people just like walking with zero effort. They were just walking upstairs, zero effort, hiking, no effort, like piece of cake. And then they compared it to like a military asset. So my question for you boys, because this got me thinking, what do we think about technological advancements in the military field? Are we for, against? Are we just World War III about to break out here?
Me and Joe kind of had a similar conversation about genetic modification.
Here's the thing with technology is
It's incredible.
technology is the key to both the gates of heaven and hell.
It is. Oof.
So
Well put.
those legs could be used for in the medical fields for carrying larger
Exactly.
patients up and down stairs or wherever, no problem, getting people out of fires. But at the same time, we're human, and we're gonna make it for war at the end of the day. So I can't say that I'm for it, but what I will say is I'm glad that we have nukes. And
Can I ask?
Wow.
Can I get a little more description of these legs? Like, are you saying they're like robotic, or they're like just like attachments that you would normally put
What
on
are
your
they
legs?
for?
Like,
They're I would say semi-robotic, and they seem like they have like some battery packs along with them.
okay, so we're talking about like Edge of Tomorrow stuff, like Tom Cruise, like
Kind of.
exoskeleton.
We'll go with that.
kind
It
of
doesn't
thing?
feel like a full exoskeleton vibe though. It just has like the bars down the leg.
but that's where we're going.
It's like an extent. Yes, that's where we're going.
Oh, so it's like
this is probably just prototype level of like.
it's like what's Iron Man's site? War Machine. Remember when he? I don't know if you guys watched it, where he like becomes paralyzed, and then Tony Stark makes
Similar.
the legs for him.
Yes,
like
actually.
That.
Is
Yes.
this a prequel to like iRobot?
Well,
Honestly,
iRobot's
big
like
fan
its
of that
own
movie.
entity.
Yeah.
They're like
This
that's
is how it
AI.
starts.
That's
This is
more
how it
like
starts.
that's more like Skynet.
All I'm
than
going to
it
say is, do you want our potential enemies to have these devices and us not?
no. Obviously, you want this.
We want this, but my thought is that where do we stop then too? You know,
You never stop.
we never stop,
It's
which
just
is
the way it is.
terrible.
Unless there's world peace.
It's not terrible.
I think it's terrible
never
because if once World War III breaks out, it's the inevitable. We're not going to deny that. Probably sooner than later, but anyways, there's going to be a point where humans as just that simplicity level of human will not be able to survive if World War breaks out. Because there will be so much technological advancements,
I think
there's going to be such a distinction.
I think you're forgetting that if there is this much technological advancement, then people actually won't be fighting in the wars. It will just be basically AI fighting.
Yeah, but to
Yeah,
say that people
there'll be
won't die, whether they're
Right?
in a
No,
war or
they'll
not.
die, but
but these are
the
more like
soldiers will be different.
human enhancing
Do you think that
technologies.
society's evolved far enough past World War III?
I don't know.
Because it's so much harder to actually like be secretive and just to like all of a sudden like Hitler was just like, by the way, I'm just going to sneak this in and just like do it really quick. And it's so much harder to do that now. Like we saw it with Russia and Ukraine. It's like if we wanted to, like the entire world could have just been like, no, you're not doing that, and just like bombed them. But like, like it's so much harder to do things secretly. So it's like, are we really? Do you think it's going to be possible now with all the information to just like randomly start World War III?
I think
Or is it going to be like a who fires the nuke first and everyone fires them and then it ends like in the 100?
the secrecy can happen, but only in one place, and that's in the ocean. There's like
that sounds like a meme, but you're totally
no,
right.
Yeah,
it's
honestly
1,000% true. We
Yeah.
cannot track the subs that are around the world.
No, dude, we lost like the biggest sub ever, like Russia's sub. Mm-hmm. That like literally has nuclear warheads, but no one knows where it is.
Yeah.
Oh, God, we
Could be
love
anywhere.
that. Wow.
Gary knows though.
Anyways,
Gary
back
knows.
to
We
the
just won't
robot arms and legs.
Yeah,
I think they're great. I want a pair personally.
It would be cool.
What's the
Yeah.
original purpose of them? Did you say that?
It was just for the video that I saw was just like functionality for people to just do things so much easier, and then it transitioned to like military use of like military people who can like just walk miles with massive amounts of like supplies on them. They had like 4 backpacks on them.
A
and they were
client
just,
told
like,
me today that Elon Musk is starting human trials on his.
This brain chip.
Yeah.
He said that they might
God.
start within the next 6 months. I highly doubt they're going to do human trials that soon.
I don't think he's going to be able to get.
That's like another
like,
thing that could
approval
turn
for
into
that.
something else.
wow.
There's a lot of stuff in
You
tech
know what?
that's just-
That is a topic for another day, ladies
is a
and
good
gentlemen,
thing.
because we can go forever on
That
that
is
one.
true.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
very
But
true.
we are gonna
I enjoy that.
we're gonna jump over to our quick commercial break here.
Okay.
This episode is brought to you by our favorite Christmas songs.
Okay.
So I would love to hear all the Sofa Honeys' favorite Christmas songs.
Okay. Since we're in Christmas season, does anybody want to go first, or shall I?
You go ahead. You
Shall
seem
we-
pretty
shall
eager.
we- you.
I would just say that we can have the same one since it's our favorites,
Okay.
right? I'm going to go with a big plot twist here because there's no lyrics in this song for the most part. Carol of the Bells. I absolutely get off to Carol of the Bells. All the different like.
What you do in your free time
Is
is
that
not
that
for
like
us to
Trans-Siberian Orchestra one?
Yeah, I mean, it goes hard.
Is that by them?
No, it's not by them, but they just have one of the best
Versions.
versions of it.
like that
The Carol
song.
of the Bells version from Pentatonics is also awesome.
Yeah.
I love playing it on piano. There's just something about it. It's just like this instrumental like powerhouse that I love it.
Love that for you. Joe, would you like to go?
Anybody else?
Me, it's probably going to be the very redacted and now kind of shunned one they don't play anymore.
yeah.
It's
Baby,
the
It's Cold Outside.
Baby, It's Cold Outside.
That's a good one.
Just
Oh,
mainly
yeah.
for the it's a great song and there's so much controversy. I just
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah,
that's
no, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say
that.
mine is Please Come Home for Christmas by the Eagles.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that.
It's just like a classic,
That
and
baby,
every time I
please
hear it,
come on.
there's so many memories that come into my brain at one time. It's amazing.
You can't stop the singing.
The singing
It's just the vibe and like the energy of the song. It's very like
It is. It's,
chill.
It's good vibes for
It's like
sure.
a chill Christmas song.
Okay.
It
I'm
never gets
going-
annoying ever.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm going 12 Days of Christmas by Relient K. It gets
Oh,
people
no.
going.
of course.
That is
so
annoying.
Of course.
That's
It-
annoying.
No, it's not.
That is annoying.
That
Okay.
song is annoying.
so
Oh,
hype.
yes.
Oh, I hate it here.
Oh, yeah. Well,
All
the-
right,
well,
ladies
the-
and gentlemen.
well,
No, we're moving on here because that triggered me, and I'm gonna
Days
try
of
to not be
Christmas
upset
in
here.
general is
Next,
Just
as he looks at the
anything
books,
that repetitive.
we are gonna move on
It's
to
annoying.
the next gentleman to my left, who does cast his line,
Ooh.
but also he is the hot body with all the hot toddies.
Oh,
Scotty. Big body.
All right.
Let's get it.
Bugatti.
So my topic is very controversial. How do they say it like that?
That's
Controversial.
Controversial.
I like it. I like it.
I didn't want to
Makes you sound
catch
more
you. I didn't want to say.
sophisticated.
Okay.
Gary down.
This one is kind of a trigger for some of us in here, but maybe not. The others.
We all know it's me.
What is happening right now? He's already calling someone out.
Yeah, it's definitely
sweating.
about Russell Wilson.
Oh.
I hate it here.
So here are the options. He's
not even going to talk.
Has Russell Wilson sucked all along, and Pete Carroll made him good? Option number 2, are the Broncos system / head coach that bad? Or option number 3, is Russell just washed now after switching teams? And then if you can think of anything else.
I think we should start this conversation by going to our resident expert. Joe, what do you think?
Here's the thing, man. I'm a huge Broncos fan.
Yeah.
Big
He
time.
is,
Joe,
in fact, he is actually a Broncos fan.
Joe, I
I'm a
love you
Broncos
so
fan.
much more because of that.
I'm not kidding. He actually is a Broncos fan.
I'm
This
going to
is
go
not
ahead and it's definitely not my team's fault or the environment. It's definitely Russell Wilson sucked all along.
Yeah.
Do you think it's like
interesting.
like 100% Russell?
100% Russell.
Okay.
My team, nah.
Okay, explain a little
Fun
bit more
fact,
of that.
all they need
That's
is a quarterback
that's
and they'll be
the
a Super Bowl team.
that's
Yeah.
the amount of depth you're going to get
I
out
don't
of
know
me.
about that.
That was good.
Honestly,
Everybody,
a very good
Broncos
take.
in general, amazing. Russell Wilson, new guy. I don't know.
How do you
about
feel
him.
about Let's Ride?
Broncos country?
Yeah.
So you don't think it has anything to do with like
That's right.
new owners, new coach, new system, that has nothing to do with his suckiness.
I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to repeat myself.
He doesn't know
That is the
anything
amount of depth that you're going to get out of me.
So listen, I love that take, and I'm going to agree to a certain extent. I'm going to chalk it up 70% Russ, 20% head coaching, and 10% the rest of the team. The rest of the offense. Defense, phenomenal. You can't argue it. They're a top 3 defense in the league. If you
So
argue,
good.
you're stupid, actually.
So good.
Arguably
They
the
might
best
even-
in the
they
league.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yes,
it is definitely
arguably the
arguable.
best in the league.
Here's another reason why I think Russ might have just sucked all along. Pete Carroll, obviously he's a good
He's
coach,
making
but
Geno
Geno
good.
Smith looks so good.
Yeah.
Like his QBR is crazy. He's just way better than everyone thought he was going to be, and it's just I don't know if it's coincidence, but Russ leaves, he sucks. Now Geno's really good after he's always sucked in his career. So
If I may, because I'm
Yeah,
not
go
giving
for
a
it.
topic
sure.
for a conversation. I think it's unfair to judge Russ based off of what Seattle's doing right now because they absolutely hit on both of their tackle drafts this year.
Very
and their offensive line is way better than it's been in the last 15 years. Even
Yeah.
better than it was when Russell was at his peak. Also, he's getting older. Or I think he's just so far inside of his own head.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to Team 3 and all that stuff, and you're hearing how much people in Seattle just hated him, but they were winning, so they put up with it. But now it's just it doesn't look like his face like when he's on the field now. He used to be into it and it looks like he knew what he was doing. Now he just looks like a deer in the headlights at all times.
Yeah.
So I think it is a lot coaching. I don't think Nathaniel Hackett's that good, but I think it is that he just lost it. He has the yips. I think he has the yips.
I think there's also a level of distraction, which is basically what
Yes.
you're saying.
Yes.
Ciara,
distracted, all of that stuff.
just a combination of a lot of different things.
And I think it was. I think partially it was he was so comfortable. It's he's outside of his comfort zone now.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
So he just kind of lost the ability to have that comfort level of just being in Seattle. Everybody loves him. All the eyes are on him now. Forever they were able to blame Pete Carroll for not being good.
Yeah,
or just blame the
not
offensive
anymore.
line. And then he goes to one of the best teams in the league, and just absolutely and then they bring in a new coach who absolutely just ruins the offense.
Yeah.
They're not playing to his strengths at all
No, not at all.
with play calling or anything like that either. So it's
I think that
it's a combination. I think it's definitely. Do you say 70% Russ? Is that what you said?
70.
Yeah, I would go
I'd
with.
say
I would go with
65,
at least that
70.
much.
No confidence in Hackett can't hack it.
no,
Hackett
no.
cannot
Hackett's
hack it.
garbage.
I'll tell you
Hackett's
one thing.
horrible.
I'll tell you guys one
Great
thing.
offensive coordinator, apparently.
Teams, I think, have learned from this situation. The player has to play at least one game before they sign.
Well, yeah, I'm
they have to show that they
The problem is
can play on a new
that
team.
they have the richest owner in sports, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but the problem too is going back
contract's
to
the
your
problem.
point is they signed him on a 2 or 3 year deal, but then
5 years,
before he played, they extended him another 5 years.
Oh,
So this man's
oh,
playing
so
for the
5 years.
Broncos for the next 7 years, I think.
Yeah, it's a bad contract. It's just
Yeah,
a bad
it's horrible.
contract. And we
He's
all
like a
know
top
this.
5 paid
Before
player
he even
right now.
stepped on the field.
Yes, before he played, they gave him a 5-year extension.
But his
right.
resume
So
was
I'm
there.
pissed about that.
His resume was there, though.
But
Yeah, but before the guy gets on the field, come on, what are we doing?
I
here?
predict them to go 9-8. I did not expect him to be this bad.
No, this is horrible.
even 3 weeks in, I
This
was
is,
he's going to
worse.
figure it out.
Yeah,
and
I thought eventually, too.
He still has less touchdowns than bathrooms in his house.
Still.
Honestly, weird
In a-
stat,
in
but
a
okay.
season.
Speaking of unsearchable facts.
12. No, this is a big thing going on there. He has what? It's week. What did we just play? Week 14.
14.
Week 14
are we
or
that
12?
far?
I think it was week 12. It's week 12.
14.
He has 8 touchdown passes and he has 12 bathrooms in his house.
Wow. I don't think he's going to get there. I'm just going to put it out
not.
there.
I don't think so.
Carson Wentz and what's the other guy's name on the Commanders? Heineke and Heineke both have more touchdowns than him, and they've both played half the amount of games.
But to be fair, they've got at least 30 bathrooms.
Combined, probably not. Carson Wentz drives a Bobcat. There's no way he's affording.
That's awesome.
Anyways, yes. Yeah, it's all Russell's fault. He sucks. And,
Pretty much, yeah.
but
And
Nathaniel Hackett actually
Poor
also
guy.
sucks.
Yeah.
That team is really good. Javonte Williams going out doesn't help.
I hate that.
Broncos country,
He
let's
was my
crash.
guy.
Moving on.
I've had a lot of friends roast me for that,
salad
so I
on a
hate it.
hot stove.
Don't do that.
That's how much they cook.
Thank you for that.
Good job,
Triggering,
Fred. Good
triggering
topic.
moment
Good
for me
topic.
there.
Joe,
That was
thank
great.
you for
Thanks
your
bringing that up.
insightful input. I really appreciate that.
We're gonna go
I
pass
really
it
do
over.
the hour. I put in the hours of study.
You crushed it.
Yeah.
We're going to pass this over to the man, the myth, the legend. The man who you walk into a room and he'll find something that just is a peeve of his. Chasey the Goose Goose.
Oh, thank you so much. I would like to point out that I'm not normally a peeved person. I just think everyone is stupid.
That's not.
Thank you for proving
Wow.
my point.
So,
All right.
except for Joe, of
Gary's
course.
offended.
My
He
son.
just told me in my ear.
Thanks.
No, Gary's okay. First of all, Gary is an extension of myself. He is my true son, my one and only heir.
Joe, what does that
He will
mean
become
about
king
you?
when I leave.
I feel like a lesser being right now.
That's what I think.
He's my. Never mind. Hold it.
To a furry goose.
You know what I mean. Anyways, so my pet peeve today. I've been really. When we first talked about this podcast, it was heavily on my mind because I was a little more inundated with the social media scene, and I've since gotten away from that in order to, cleanse the lifestyle. But it has to do with especially women being extremely attractive
That's my pet peeve too.
and
Attractive women,
and
pet
having
peeve, hate it.
and giving no other kind of content or quality of life, and just being attractive and sitting there, and then people just absolutely losing their mind over them, and then making them famous and
Oh,
rich
we've
just
talked about
because
this
they
before.
look
I think you've
good.
expressed this frustration.
It's a
Yeah.
big peeve of mine, and not because I don't think that. I mean, it's not as much guys, obviously, because guys just simple for girls. It's not the girl's fault. If you can make money for being hot right now, you should. Like, I don't know why every hot girl doesn't do it. Like, why would you not? Like, it's just like it
just
makes your life
easy.
so
If all
easy.
hot girls do it, are hot girls even hot anymore?
They still are. There's always a
They're gonna
niche
run
market
out
you
of
can find.
money.
I've recently found another niche market. There's this chick that's like very, very attractive, and she's 6'2" and just like built very well, and I'm super into it. But I don't obviously like or do any of those things. But I observe. What are you doing over there?
Please proceed.
We're listening to you.
Chase-
Well, he
please
is not.
continue.
You two are having your own little thing.
He had something going on, and I was
So I just want my problem is more of like the culture of just being so enamored with people for attractiveness, even if they have zero content value, and then just if they can like dance and shake their ass, then they're automatically popular. And I just think that's dangerous. Like making the Kardashians famous is dangerous.
Oh, for sure.
My question for you: Why is it a peeve of yours? Is it because you feel that men can't do the same thing as well?
Well, they can't.
So
Men
is
definitely
that
can't,
is that the root of the peeve?
No, it's more of it for me. It's more of content. It's more of like people that don't have good content bases are getting like viewership and
visual
platform
learners.
because it's just a visually aesthetic person, and it has nothing to do with their actual content. Like if they're putting out good stuff, then they're putting out good stuff.
Don't you think there's a limit though to the amount that they can receive for just being hot, with then not also providing good content? Because I feel like you're right. Anybody who's like a pretty girl can go and start making content
Yes.
and get a bunch of viewers,
Yes.
But there's only so far you can take that before you actually do have to do something different or make something of value. And I feel like their ceiling is harder to break through than from the man's perspective, where like, yes, it's harder, but your ceiling isn't as there. For instance, Amaranth. Like, yes, she is the like original e-girl, but that girl is a marketing
She's genius.
Genius.
She's a genius. But she also, but she started like she's obviously good at content. I'm not saying she's not, but she started basically just like selling, like being like by like sexualizing it.
Yeah. But
Which again, I don't care about.
These girls are.
No.
She's a Twitch streamer.
I don't know who
If you don't,
Amaranth
you guys don't
is.
know who Amaranth is. She's a Twitch. She's like the most famous
Is she a
Twitch streamer.
gamer or like what?
She was the one that started like the bikini streams or the hot tub
streams.
Oh, interesting.
where they just sit in bikinis and talk to chat. That's all they do.
Oh, wow. Then
So-
Chad just asked them questions. Like, that's the
Yeah, and
direction
they
of
just,
their
it's
content. pretty
basically
much?
just like ASMR streamers that are just like titty streamers is basically what we call them. They just sit in front of a camera and make noises. And
So,
they
do
just
you
have their
wish
tits
you
out.
could be a titty streamer? Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, if I was a girl and I had that ability, I would
don't have to
absolutely
answer
do it because of
So
money
can I
purposes,
can I
but-
ask you then? Is the idea of them making money? Is that what upsets you? Like, if they were
Absolutely
to do
not.
it just to create a
No.
platform for themselves
No.
and
I don't care that
popularity?
I don't care that they get paid.
It's the people that
Like I don't care that the people get paid.
It's
I
just the
care
lack of
that
content.
people have so much that will just be so willing to give up money to these random people, and we just like have like this. There's just this thought in society that like because you see a girl, and this is content creators in general, because you see content creators like you just have a relationship with them because they like talk to you. They're not like movie stars, right?
Yeah.
And so I just don't like how society's just like so enamored with content creators that they think that they have like a relationship or the possibility of like being with these girls if they're guys. And I just think that we need a slight twist in the narrative to just be like, yes, it's like they're very attractive, they're hot, they're sexy, whatever you want to call them. But like we should probably tone it back and not just like give them everything just because they're attractive.
So we're talking false hope now.
So you're not peeved at the girls. You're
I'm
peeved
not
at
peeved
the
at the girls
Sims.
at all. Yes.
So who started this?
The
This
Sims
social
are the
media-
culture at this point.
Who started this? When did this start?
Honestly, it was when I started using like TikTok, and it was just like
I would agree.
every
TikTok.
single person,
TikTok sucks,
every
we
single
all know
TikTok.
this.
Well, it's not. It doesn't. It's just when you start, it just tries to reel you in with just basically naked girls dancing. Which I think
once
is
you,
dumb.
Once
Like,
you view one for like more than 3 seconds, then that's all. It's gonna
That's
come
part of the
on.
algorithm now.
again,
You're done.
go off. Like if they're gonna pay you for it, have them pay you for it. Like,
So can I
think it's-
play
just think
devil's
it's dumb
advocate
that-
for a
sure,
split
sure.
second?
Sure.
Because I don't hate the idea of content creators. If you're going to get attention that way, because I enjoy the idea that they interact with the crowd.
Right.
So I feel
Obviously.
like that is how you play along, and that's how you get your fan base in a sense. So I support somewhat content creators in that way.
Yeah.
But obviously it's different if they're just half naked on the show.
That's literally
Well,
all-
that's only
if
different
that's
for
all
you
they
because
do.
of your specific morals. But I'm just saying in general that I just wish that people would have a little more care about what they're actually watching and consuming rather than it just being like, oh my god, hot girl and
I feel like this goes with the trend of your last pet peeve, which was the whole appreciating like conversations and shows and not just the visual effects.
right. Well, that's actually part of what I have.
Everybody tune in to episode number 2
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that.
you should
and
backtrack.
then it
on
goes
stuff too.
because I literally have like this leads into movies as well. It's all about visuals and no substance. It's
We
just
have
like,
a trend with
that's
Goose
that's the Marvel.
My guy's
issue.
all about the content.
My problem, it's just because I feel like there are probably so many men and women that are just incredibly gifted artists in any capacity, and they're just getting overlooked because they're not hot.
Because they're not a 10.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yes, I am talking about myself because I create great content that never gets viewed.
All right, Chasey, any final thoughts on this subject? Oh, no,
Truth
great. Well, we're
comes
happy to
out.
move on here. And on to our next commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. This is now brought to you by the Sofa Honey's Spirit Animals. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to hear who you believe, or what you believe, is your spirit animal.
I'm obviously a goose.
Please explain.
Took you for a duck, really.
You have 10
personally.
seconds.
If you defame my name with
Oh my
duckiness-
gosh. We're
Okay,
ducking
first of all, geese are just they kind of just like strut around,
Quack.
right? They quack at you. They
Like
get
ducks.
angry and hiss at you very easily.
it. LOL.
And Ben, those boys can fly. I
love that.
You know your boy can got some wings. He can kind of
get
You
after
know what I'm saying?
Joe Scotty, what are you thinking?
That's a hard one. I don't really know if I have a spirit animal, but I do have a favorite animal, so I'll just use that.
Sure, let's go. Let's hear it.
It's actually, I don't know if, is it an animal? I don't, jellyfish. I love jellyfish. I think they're so cool. They're free, they're floating, they're just doing their thing. They don't even got a brain.
Some might say that describes you.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Joe's
I
actually.
don't have those. I'm a
Can I,
jellyfish.
tell you what, can I tell you what Joe actually is?
All right, let's hear it.
He's a bear.
A bear. What kind of bear? Grizzly, brown, Kodiak?
You know, I don't really know. I'm
Fun
sorry,
fact, I just learned about that there is a bear named Kodiak the other
you say
day.
definitely a Kodiak bear.
There's
then.
Kodiak there.
Fun fact: Kodiak bears are the ones in the movie Brother
I don't know,
Bear.
because-
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because bears just kind of,
Yeah.
they just
Brother
kind of, you're just built, just like a bear.
You're just built
you know?
different, bro.
You're built different.
You're just
bro.
built different. You're just a big
you're,
teddy bear.
you're very protective of your people.
I am very protective.
You know,
That's inspiring.
you're basically harmless until you get poked.
I can see that, but I'm going to stick with jellyfish.
I'm gonna be
It's your
honest.
favorite.
Two very different vibes here, but Scotty, what do we got? If you don't know, I can go.
You
Yeah,
act like you're brainless though, because
I
you just said
definitely
they don't have a brain, and you were like, "That's
Excuse me, Scotty's talking.
Yeah, thank you.
Just trying to support.
I'm definitely spirit animal is bison.
Why? Because you only make hamburgers out of
only eats
bison
bison
meat?
burgers.
I love that pick.
No, it's
Let's hear it,
because I really like what they represent, which is embracing uncomfortable situations. So bisons travel in herds and they run into the storm.
Ah, and they hate tourists.
They also hate tourists.
Do you hate
yeah.
tourists?
Dude, you are a tourist. Like
No,
everywhere
I'm
you
not.
go.
I'm not a tourist.
Tourist? Tourist?
I think you can say it either way.
I'm not a Taurus either.
Yeah.
Taurus?
I'm an
I'm a
Aquarius.
Taurus.
I drive a Focus.
I'm a Cancer.
Yeah,
Or a
so-
Sagittarius.
You are a Cancer
I like doing.
society.
I like
both
putting myself
Virgos.
in uncomfortable
Oh my God.
situations.
Sawyer and I are Virgos.
Virgo gang, baby.
Okay, so bison it is.
Bison.
Bison, I love it. Run into the storm.
Yeah.
That's right.
My question is, did you get that line from Yellowstone?
Bison
No,
country.
100%
I
not.
was
I was a
curious.
bison fan before that.
He was a bison
I
fan
like
before
that.
that.
I love that.
I love that too.
I was a bison fan before Yellowstone. I don't know anything about
Yellowstone just
I don't think
affirmed
there's
me.
one bison cameo in Yellowstone.
Interesting.
This is a long commercial break.
This is. I'm going to give mine really quick because I believe mine is a Bengal tiger because they're very diverse animals. Anyways.
There's literally zero about you that's diverse.
Overrated.
What?
You are the most white bread.
Don't trigger him. This is a commercial. I'm
just confused.
Let's
I'm
please
just
move on.
confused.
Bengal tigers.
I
are
just took
made-
that. I took that as visually.
Oh, visually.
Anyways,
Yeah.
next.
I'm
Anyways.
just saying visually.
Because now I feel very triggered. Anyways,
I
move
want to
on.
hear Joe's topic.
Joe, with no introduction, but
Don't need one.
Joe.
Joe.
This is a tough one, guys.
Oh, no.
Because it's a coming of terms, really.
Oh,
Coming of terms.
Coming to terms.
Coming to terms.
Coming with terms.
Coming of age.
Coming
to
on terms.
We hold those for later.
This is way easier when I don't have to change the cameras.
All I gotta say is, recently I've been feeling like
Oh, no. Tell us about your feelings.
TV shows have been sucking a little more.
Amen.
Music hasn't been as good, the new music, as it used to be.
I wonder why.
Like
Less content, huh?
all the things,
Attractiveness.
all the things around me are just a little worse.
Yeah.
Or
Are you getting old?
is it that I'm just getting old?
Wow.
Oh, no. Wow. You just
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say.
Even the clothes suck.
You just
Okay.
cracked that egg wide open.
I used to shop at Zoomies. I walk in there now. I'm like, this is hideous. All
I
of
think
it.
you're getting older, my friend.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the
You should
worst.
check
The
out
culture's
Costco.
so
They got some
different.
great clothes.
Honestly,
Listen,
low-key
those
for-
pants though, the pants I've been.
Dude.
I hear once you put those on though,
Maybe-
That sweater right there.
Maybe you're
get a-
listening to the wrong music. Maybe you should listen to country more.
That might be the worst take I've ever heard.
hard pass.
I think he's
Morgan
going to give
Wallen?
up the country
Yeah,
country
honestly,
thing.
give that up really
Give what up?
Give up the
Joe
I
listens
will
to very
never-
different music than we do.
I listen to
anyways.
all kinds of different music.
does.
I will never give
Joe,
up
does it
country.
hurt you that you feel that way?
It does, because I never thought that I would look at myself and like feel that way. You know,
no.
like you'd never expect it, but then it catches up to you, and then you're at Target, and these freaking little 14-year-old kids come running around a freaking corner, almost running you over with a cart, having a good time. You want to punch each one of them in the face.
Did you say meddling?
Oh.
Meddling kids?
And
and
a
all?
little
Meddling-
dog,
these
too.
little kids, yeah. And then you're just like, wait, am I just old and sad now? They're having fun. I'm not.
We noticed that we are making a lot more dad noises than normal.
it's on
Like,
Oh, yeah.
like
I
the
am
grunts
hard.
getting off the couch. And
It's hard.
Putting
Here's the
on
thing.
ski boots
You
and
don't
stuff.
need to do them. Like, at least I don't. Like, there's nothing about my body that hurts when I get up, but I still go, ugh.
But
Just, you know what I mean?
It feels
makes
right.
sense to me.
Like,
Yeah.
it just
Good.
feels like the right thing to do at the time.
One time I did it, and then I didn't make the noise, so I had to sit back
Gotta
down.
get up and
then
go to work.
make the noise and get back up again, you know?
Yeah, that is it. Dude, I've been thinking about this a lot because when I hang out with my dad, I'm like, God, dude, I do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
You,
I'm
you
becoming-
always made fun of him for it, you know? And like, here we
I'm
are.
becoming more and more like my dad for sure.
Yeah, I think to your point though about just like things sucking more. I don't think it's about it necessarily sucking more, which it does, but I think it's more of like you have an appreciation for better things, It's almost like once you start, when you start drinking alcohol or whatever, you start drinking the super sugary things, but then as you get older, you learn that it's more about a taste acquiring.
Burgers?
And why not?
See, he at least gets it.
Shut up.
And so it's more of you have higher standards for your entertainment, for your drink, for your music, and it is a lot that it is just so.
I don't know, man. I
fetishism
listen
culture.
to beep boop bop music and drink
just
bottom
a
shelf
beep,
whiskey with Coke, so I don't really. I don't know if it's
well,
that.
my take is that I think
was just
you're
trying to give an
older to the
analogy.
point where you
I see where you're coming from.
don't care about what culture thinks. Like the older you get, the less you care about what the college and high school age thinks. Like the mid 20s. Like I'm at that age, but I don't care about what anybody else thinks of me anymore.
So maybe.
So I don't listen to any of the cultural stuff. I cannot even tell you the last time I listened to a Drake song.
But he's just saying that the cultural stuff sucks, not that he doesn't.
Yeah,
like
and I'm
it.
saying I think it's because years ago, maybe, I'm assuming, you cared more about what culture thought of you, so you were into those things a little bit more.
To be popular.
To fit in a little bit more,
But now
just
you
a shower thought. You're older now, you don't care.
I don't really feel like
You don't
I
care.
felt the
Yeah.
need to super fit in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for him, I'm answering as someone who's known him.
Sure.
No, I was popular in high school, but I was really weird too.
Let's go.
That was
Well, he went to Exeter.
I was weird. Yeah, it wasn't hard to be popular in that fishbowl.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Way
They're-
to go, dude.
Listen, I just want your guys' thoughts. Are things really sucking more,
Yes.
or is it
Yes.
just us?
No, they do really suck.
I
More.
I think
but
it's a combination.
Quality is
Yeah.
down. Quality is
quality
way
is down, but I
Quality
think at this
is
point
down.
you find your taste a little bit more too, and you actually get
You're more
you know,
specific
yeah.
about things.
Think about it this way: there used to be like I was just watching Tarantino talk about this. Quentin Tarantino.
not the other.
He's talking about some people don't know who Quentin Tarantino is, and I'm assuming it's that couch. He was talking about how there's no movie stars anymore.
Hey, shout out.
And if you think about it, there isn't, because everything, all the movies, the good movies are based purely on IPs, or the big ones, right?
Yeah.
They're all intellectual property. They're all based on Marvel or superheroes or anything like
previously
that.
written story.
And there's no actual movie stars anymore. It's the character
doing?
is the star.
Yeah.
Right, and so there's no actual good content being made where you go to a movie when you know nothing about the plot or anything, just because the actor in it is so moving.
Well, would you look at that? We've just ran out of time.
Sorry, we
Joe,
we can't have real
phenomenal.
conversations when their kids are here.
Phenomenal topic.
Can you change
Where
your
does-
name to content?
Here comes the content.
Phenomenal conversation,
Beautiful
Joe.
day, stay
We hope that you don't
inside.
recognize that you're old, because you don't look old. You don't talk old.
Feel it.
You're not even the
Stash
oldest
is
one
so
here.
sick.
You just grunt like you're old, you know?
In my toes.
I'm
Not
sorry
even the
for
oldest
you.
one
The
here, so
stash
you're
is steak sauce, dude. Yeah.
Please don't.
What? It's not going
Please
to catch
don't.
on. Anyways, we
That's
are going to move on to our draft portion of our
I'm ready to draft.
Oh,
podcast.
sweet.
We have some slightly adjusted rules this week. Our topic is that of the desserts category.
I love desserts.
And this week, we are going to slow it down. We're going to do 3 picks per human.
Okay.
Okay? 3
Let's go.
picks. Snake draft like normal.
Can't be
Joe,
more Joe.
heads or tails in the air?
That's easily tails.
Heads. Scotty's first then. Sorry, man.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, that's-
Tough
Okay.
play there.
Okay, my draft is more about preference. My preference.
Well, yeah.
Not of all time. Okay.
Is it supposed to be of all time? I
Number
feel like
one,
it's you, man.
I
You
think
got
I
this picking
stole
me.
some of your guys' picks here. Kazuki.
How dare you?
I'm very upset with that.
You're upset because I stole it?
It wasn't even on
Yeah.
my list.
I don't have a list.
Kazuki.
Love that.
So that means ice cream with cookie right out of the oven. It has to be right out
Has
of
to
the
be
oven.
warm.
Like
I
right out of the
I
oven.
think we all know.
A cold
Like
Pizookie
right
is
out
not a
of the oven.
Pizookie.
I
It's
will
just
let you know
ice cream with a cookie.
that is a fantastic pick.
It
With
is.
cookies and
I will
cream
let
ice
you know
cream
that.
preferably, but it could be anything.
That is
It could be-
definitely a first
And
round.
it makes it better when there's like a ton of people all huddled around the same cookie tray, like all scooping it
Like
together.
BJ.
That's a big
Yeah.
vibes thing.
But
for
not
sure.
too
Yeah.
much
You're
because
just
I
at
want
BJ's.
some too.
Like 5
don't
to
eat,
8
don't eat
people.
my whole
5 to
Pizookie.
8 people.
But it's good when you get towards the end.
5
You're just
to
fighting
8.
each other
That's
for
so,
it, you know? It's good
that's
for
so
the morale.
specific.
5
5 to 8.
5 to 20 people.
To make a Pizookie better, there must be at least 5. To
Okay,
0.
okay, moving on.
I love it. I love it. All right,
all
I'm going with. Could be a little bit of underdog for a first round. I'm going ice cream cake here because
cake
I'm
is
very
good.
biased because my mother makes the best ice cream cake you'll
She
ever
does
have
make
in
She
your
makes
life.
best dessert.
Honestly, she really does.
She does
Hey.
make a lot of good desserts and whatnot.
Big shout out, Mama
Despairing
Fish.
Shout out Trish. Thanks, Trish.
I'm going to go with an OG, with the classic. Can't be beaten when it's done right. Is absolutely terrible when it's done wrong. Cheesecake.
I thought you were going to say pie.
Oh, I was
Just
not
a
expecting
good
I thought
that.
pie too, to be
cheesecake,
honest.
Cheesecake is
man.
good.
Is there a
I'm not a
specific
cheesecake
cheesecake?
guy.
No, just if you can do the OG just right, it doesn't need nothing else. Maybe throw some
fair.
strawberries on top. It stands alone. It really
fair.
does.
Cheesecake is very good, and then you can't. It's very. There's a lot of varieties.
Yeah,
so you
it's
can have
very
a lot of
versatile.
flavors.
Yeah.
very versatile. I'm just. I have to
Two
go
picks here,
with
dudes.
my heart.
Always go with
Because
Your heart.
there's just nothing I enjoy more than a good Ben and Jerry's. So I'm just going to go ice cream in general.
Classic.
You know,
a good
cookie,
one.
because cookie
you
and
can
ice
be
cream is
specific
great.
about it. Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
I mean, my favorite ice cream of all time is French Silk.
Ampersand, not
but
exist.
Ampersand not on top. Just saying. Can I ask you a question?
Ampersand is not on top.
Does it make you
That is a
not
hot
want to
take.
pick them in the first round because you're kind of limited to like half of the year?
No, because I eat ice cream all year round.
yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm not limited.
Year-round.
I'll go buy ice cream right when we're done with this and eat the crap
I love
out of
that
it.
for
I had ice cream
I mean,
yesterday.
if you think about it, your house, like inside your house, is kind of like the same temperature all year. So it's not like you really need to worry
mean,
about
not-
it. It's like,
not
warm
our
summer
house.
days.
and we literally go to ice cream after church most of the time, anyways. So
It's a good point.
and it's winter.
Okay, go again.
My next one is not going to. Should I even say it because you guys aren't going to think?
No, keep it to yourself.
We're not
skip
going to
it.
think.
You guys
Just
aren't going
say
to
the word.
You
We're
guys
just
are
going to
gonna-
assume actually.
Okay. It's something you get at restaurants most of the time, and they're usually a bit nicer. I'm going to go creme brulee here.
Oh, those are phenomenal.
Creme
Love
brulee.
creme brulee.
Yeah, that's a
Very
good one.
bougie too.
Yeah.
Kind of
Well,
underrated.
That's what happens when
I
you
think
work
that was the
at a
number
bougie
one
restaurant.
dessert when I looked it up. Of
It's
all,
so
like,
good.
Throughout the
I
world.
had some
They're really
a couple
good.
nights ago. Oof,
Creme brulee.
that was it's so good. Anyways, Joe, up to you.
You know, this one I don't even know if it technically counts as a dessert, but like anybody with a sane mind would put it in the category if they're being honest with themselves, which most people who eat this thing are not being honest with themselves.
Okay.
It's a cinnamon roll.
Oh.
Just
I'm just
really
gonna be honest.
good.
Wow.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think it classifies.
I'm
That's a breakfast.
I'm
time, but
sorry,
I'm also
but
an
no.
I
think it classifies.
The amount of sugar on a cinnamon roll
yeah, it
I
definitely-
get what you're
with
saying.
all
Yeah.
of that gooey
Okay,
white
Yeah.
what do you-
sauce
Okay.
on
Oh
it.
god, you're getting me going. We need to
what-
move on.
so
what do you
good.
put on top of it though?
I just like the white icing.
The white icing.
Yeah, nothing extra.
Any raisins or anything?
Get out of here.
People do that.
I'm
Isn't it
not
absurd?
humans. NPCs.
People do that and they
NPCs for
love
sure.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Raisins need to be banned
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
My grandma
Hot
does
take.
that.
like oatmeal raisin cookies. Trash, trash
facts.
tier
F
cookie.
tier.
Okay, well,
Mike,
bottom
I'm
of
looking
the-
at
bottom
you.
Why
of the
put a
barrel.
raisin in there when there could easily be a chocolate chip?
Mike, you're wrong.
Tough.
Hey, Mike,
All right,
I
we're
don't-
going with.
Anyways.
I'm going with
Yeah, you are.
a specific
Yeah, you are.
apple pie a la mode.
All of those.
You have to. You have to.
I do not like apple
That's,
pie,
that's
so
a good
it's-
pick.
that's
That's a
on
good
me.
pick. Definitely top
It's
of the
good.
top class.
I don't like cooked fruit. It's just the way I am.
Have you
All right.
been told that you're wrong?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, good.
I
just
don't.
wanna
I
make
don't
sure you've been
disagree.
told.
I don't like seafood. I'm wrong about that too.
I have two
I'm,
picks.
I'm with you on that.
But I
Two
know
picks.
I'm
Take
wrong.
it away,
Two
Scotty
picks.
Bugatti.
I know I'm wrong.
Okay, first one. Ghirardelli sea salt caramel squares.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a
Have
very
you heard of
specific
those?
Very
candy.
specific.
Yeah, I think I
Those
was
are
one
me.
out.
That's
Those
like
are the best
It like
squares.
bites and it's like
Those are the best
You
squares.
can like go like this,
Those are the best squares.
Yeah,
I
they
agree
hit.
with that.
and
Just,
then
just like this.
I might
Yeah.
get some heat for this next one. A good top shelf tiramisu.
Oh, okay.
Oh, tiramisus
Wow.
up there. Like
Yeah.
it's
Like
one of those
from
ones
a-
you got to
Oh,
get it
I'm
done
surprised
right
with
though.
that pick.
Like
Like,
if
yeah.
it's
If it's not done right, then it's
then it's like bottom.
yeah. But
Yeah.
you get a good one.
I'm proud of you for
That's
that.
good. That's a good pick, Eddie.
Tiramisu is good.
I'm going again. Another bit of a biased one here because Mama Fish.
Shout out.
She makes
I already
it.
know
We're
what
going
you're gonna
strawberry pizza here.
Oh
That's
wow!
not what I
I
thought
was
you were gonna
not
say.
expecting that from you.
I
at
thought you were
all.
gonna say just spring brownies.
I have yet to have.
I should have.
That's literally my pick.
Dang
That's
it.
literally
Where are
my
you
pick.
at?
Strawberry pizza
Mama
hits
Fish.
different though.
I don't think I've had that from her.
I haven't had a good
so
strawberry
sorry
pizza,
for you.
man.
I will bring it to
I
one
like
of you boys.
marinara on my
A lot
pizza.
of fruit on the board from you there. That's kind of strange.
I'm a big fruit
Yeah,
guy.
what a
Strange out of
fruit
you.
guy.
For-
He's a
for
princess.
desserts.
so-
What did you
Got
say?
him,
Nothing.
dude. You got
What
it.
did he say?
Great pick.
Shout out,
I love
Joe.
it.
I hate it here.
Okay, go.
Oh,
go,
me?
go.
Run the playback. I need to know what he
Listen,
said.
I gotta say is I love bunts and I cannot lie.
Oh,
The
okay.
bunt cakes
Good answer.
from the bunt cake place. I think it's just called Bunt Cakes.
Nothing bunt.
Nothing
cakes.
but cakes.
That is
Oh
a
my
wild-
god! Each
that
flavor,
is a wild
all
pick.
of them. I don't
Oh,
care.
yeah, I'll take two of each.
All of them.
You want to know a really quick fun fact?
What's that?
My family knows the owner of that place.
Really?
Yes.
Can I get a discount?
No, because we don't.
What's the point of knowing someone?
He's
if you can't
given
get
us
a
free
discount?
stuff.
Oh,
before.
nothing
Yeah,
bunk
okay.
cake. It's the only bunk cake I'll eat.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like the white raspberry.
Is it
one.
local to here?
Yeah.
Oh god.
The white raspberry
For
one.
You know
everybody
it's
listening
not,
to this,
you know it's
that-
not crumble cookies. Didn't know that. All right,
Oh, I didn't know that either. Actually,
last
thanks
pick,
for that
last
fun fact.
pick.
crumbles everywhere. Honestly, it's between two things for me. One of them is basically crumble cookies, but I think I'm just going to go brownies.
What
Basic
kind of
brownies?
Big brownie guy.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can say cheesecake, and we are encompassing the different flavors of cheesecake, I can say brownie. We're
Yeah,
encompassing all
absolutely.
Okay, all right.
Obviously, disappearing brownies are in the top
Thank you.
2, and they're not 2.
Big shout out to Mama Fish again.
Mama Fish, once again.
If you guys have not experienced Mama Fishes, they're making
We
you some
are our sweet tooths are beholden to whatever Mama would make.
True.
But just a classic, like if you give me just like the Ghirardelli brownie mix,
The fudge.
oh my gosh, dude, that it's just again Ghirardelli. So yeah,
Yeah, we love that.
that's a quick easy draft.
Hey, quick, easy draft.
Quick, easy draft.
Top 3
Top content.
for all of us.
All right, boys.
That'd
Who
be
wants
12.
to start us off? We have our 30-second timer ready to roll.
Oh my goodness, I'm nervous. Is anybody else nervous?
I'm
I have
always
one ready.
nervous.
I'm nervous. I have one ready actually this week for
Yeah,
the first
Joe,
time.
You guys are
Joe,
good.
go. Joe, you
guys
go.
go.
Joe.
Wait for
hear
timer.
it.
Wait for timer.
Timer
And-
is rolling.
Go.
Timer's rolling. What's in the
Now.
Pulp Fiction box? Okay, what was in the suitcase? What do you think? All right, I'm thinking it was his soul. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
I was actually going
Pulp
to say
Fiction
something like that.
in the box.
They've
They
never
don't
watched
know
Pulp Fiction.
Tarantino movies.
Dude, we literally
I'm
just
so
we literally just have
disappointed
to
right
try to
now.
have
I
an
hate
actual
both of them.
conversation. And
I want an
they-
actual divider next
Yes.
time.
Yeah,
okay,
okay.
because
Yeah.
this is despicable.
Yeah, we tried to have an actual conversation, Joe, and they pushed it aside because they
know.
couldn't.
My heart
they
rate is
physically
up right
couldn't
now.
understand.
I'm
That's-
physically
it has to be.
being.
I really need this 3 seconds to be
I
very
agree with
fast.
I agree with the soul thing.
Ah, Joe, would you look at the time?
All right. Ready?
Yeah, I know. Joe.
3, 2,
I
1.
know.
Send it.
I think that someone should invent.
So excited about.
Okay, start mine over.
What?
No, there's no start over.
He
Go,
totally
go,
just
go, go,
Okay, someone should invent an alarm clock where the alarm is the sound of a dog about to throw up because nothing would get me up faster than that sound.
The sound of a dog about
Why
to
were you
throw
I
up.
can
Yeah.
think of a
Why are we-
1,000 better ways to wake up.
Why were you complaining about that?
I'd
Think
rather
about
be
how fast you would jump out of your bed if you heard that sound.
I'd
Yeah, but you
rather
know
be
it's fake.
punched by orphans than hear that.
But
in
how
the
do you know
morning.
it's fake?
Why
If you're
by
waking
orphans?
up, you're like,
Would
whoa!
rather.
You don't know it's
rather.
fake.
Well,
You're
first
waking
of all,
up from
I
slumber.
don't have a dog,
You're waking up from dreams.
so that's not a realistic thing.
Okay, well, I think.
Oh, would you
I
look
think
at
you
the
need to have a
time? Your
drug.
wild take is officially.
Take it to the
That's
Shark
a tough
Tank.
one. That's a tough
We'll
one.
Goose,
see
would
what
you
they
like
say.
to go next?
Yeah, Shark
Not
Tank.
really.
No? Okay. My timer's rolling. Listen, I hate bike lanes. I think they should not exist.
I hate you
because
right
there's
now.
2 types of bikers. The ones who think they own the road and do whatever they want, and they're like halfway on the road, and you gotta
Cars
go
do that
around
too.
them. They're in the road for a reason. Anyways, my time. Bikers either think they own the road, or 2, they're horrible and stupid and don't know what they're doing, so you get nervous. They don't know bike etiquette.
Sometimes,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? It's
Maybe
a tough
if they had more
situation.
bike
I
lanes,
think
they
they
would
should
have more
just
etiquette.
be on the sidewalk. Don't
I
deal
think they
with
should
them.
just make the bike lane on the sidewalk. Like if they're going to go
Thank
through all
you.
that effort.
That's
Just
see,
real
I
quick,
don't
just
like
pause
that
on that
take.
real quick. I like how the 30-second thing has turned into Sawyer's pet peeves. Like almost every 30-second thing is a pet peeve that he
Honestly,
has.
true.
I just want to point that out.
It's
All right,
because
he's
yeah.
saying your topic. Okay, next.
Okay, this has nothing to do with anything that's happening right now in my life. Okay, my thing is don't be afraid. To,
Oh my
don't
God.
be afraid to move on. You know, stick with the people who stick with you. You know, respect those who respect you. That kind of thing. But and you know what, the ones that are honest with you as people. But like if somebody
don't
let's
listen.
say says one thing and then just does something completely opposite, don't be
Wow.
afraid to just leave them behind because they don't care about you anyways.
Are you saying choose your battles?
No, I'm not saying choose your battles. I'm saying
Choose the
choose
hell
the
you
people
wanna-
who you are with wisely, and if
Wow,
they're good,
and that's
you
all
stay
that's
That
with
was
them,
fine.
and if they're
terribly
bad, you go.
uninsightful.
That
Anyways,
was so
folks,
vague. I love it, but I knew exactly what every word meant, and that was wild.
This has nothing to do with anybody I know.
We
Wow.
are going to ignore that very directly indirect comment, and we have a special outro for you guys.
Special
tonight.
outro.
Joe, why don't you take us away
I'm all
here?
serious off. This was the 3rd installment, episode 3 of Sofa Honeys, with all sofa, no honeys.
Yeah.
And as your beloved and only and best narrator, I'll be seeing you all off. You guys have a wonderful evening. I'll see you around for episode 4, where I'll be looking even lovelier than ever.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh,
Episode 4, shove it in the door.
Gary
that
said
is
quack.
an outro if I've ever heard.